I just got told off my mum, Gertie D, for not washing my own pots after myself. See why I should have to do that. Window cleaner, he's agreeing with everything she says. He always seems to agree with everything she says. I don't know why he's always round here. Right, let's start on here. Some of this in. See that bit dripping there? Get a bit of water in. I think we'll lay a bit of water in this one. Making it up as we go along. Let's say a bit of water in it. Sometimes you can just start a picture and just think, I don't know what I'm going to paint. I'll just make it up. Make it up as I go along. Painted loads of water, so I know how to do it. It's like that. There's a gap of light there, so there's going to be a gap of light in my reflection of water. In it. Obvious, innit? Right. So I put a creamy colour in there. Yellow ochre, raw umber oak, like that'll do for a creamy colour. Now I'm doing a dark brown colour. I'm using a Bont umber, but you can use any dark brown colour what's in your palette. Just, I'll show you in a minute what I'm using paint wise, because I want to make a bit of a point. Right, look at this, that's nice. Tad bit more water on that, I think. Oh, well. Tad bit more water. Just the more water you use, the softer the look you're going to get. There. It's actually drying quick. Do we? Re-wetting it. Yeah, if it dries quick on you, you can always just dry the whole thing properly and then re-wet it. Then it sets everything, and then you can just do another layer as a what's called glaze of at top. Just get that bit there. That's it. There, that's that. Yeah, it's like there. Look, I don't like that little line there. Having said that, you'll hardly see it when it dries, so that's better. Right, what shall I have in there now? Tell you what, I'm going to use a dark blue. A dark blue and the burnt umber. A bit of a mixture. There, look at that, that's nice, isn't it? Just to give me that darker colour. Let's take that off for a second. There, something like that. Into this a bit in on this bit here. A bit more. There. That's it. And then I'll just drag this down. Something like that. Let's say I wash the brush. Just wash my brush. Some of these edges again, a bit stiff, so just going to try and soften them. What really, you're better off drying it. This paper's dried too quick. You're better off drying it and re-wetting it. But the only reason I'm not doing that is because I've been painting that long. I can sort of just get away with it. But also, I ain't got time. I've got time, but you lot ain't got time to be sitting watching me painting all day. You've got work to do. I've got work to do. I've got to wash and dry my own pots, according to Gertie D and the window cleaner. There, something like that. As it dry, if the edges do look a bit harder than you want, they will dry a little bit softer than what they're looking at now. Right. I'm sponsored by all tea and coffee. Sponsor these videos. Every single brand. Right. So, same colour. Let's say a mountain. Not a mountain, an hill. Actually, that looks a little bit too faint. So I'll just bring it across and then I'll get some thicker paint. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's a bit too blue in there. Too blue. That looks horrible, doesn't it? Look at that. Horrible colour. It'll soften. Oh, I've splashed everywhere. Oh, no. Still not going to worry. Not that bothered. something like that. Bring that across there. I'll come across to, well, I'll come across all the way across, but I don't really need to because I'm going to be putting something in that edge anyway. Right, same colour, that dark blue and brown. Probably not going to use a great deal of colours in here. So far I've got that cream colour, blue and brown. That's it. Right, this is just a thicker paint, so I'll go in with thicker paint, look, and it'll go into that softer, thinner paint, and it'll soften it soon. And that's going to then look like, hopefully, look like distant bushes, look. Hopefully that's what it looks like. We'll come down here for reflections. Same again, because my paper's dried that quick. My reflections are stronger than my bushes. I'll come right through there, even though, like I say, that's going to end up covered. Right, let's get some thicker paint, because I need thicker paint on this. It's not standing out enough, so I've gone through mixing my paint on palette. I've got the blue there, now I'm going into brown. I'm mixing on my palette, look. That's a nice soft. There. Does that look alright? Right, let's get this softening brush, tiny bit of water on. So I'll practice it here first, because that bit there is going to be covered up anyway. So I can start practicing there, and then wash my brush clean and just swipe across like that. So that's given me a nice reflection, hopefully. Right. Tell you what, wet my brush just to dampen it, dry it again, my chisel edge brush, this one, whatever it's called, and just come in, just an equal waterline. Make sure this is, because I've made this up as I've gone along, I've not drawn an horizon line in, but you as well, if you're doing this, you can get your horizon line in first, so it's just sort of a bit below halfway. Right, so that's that. Let's have a little dry, just in this area mainly. This is the only area that matters. It ain't got to be bone dry, it just wants to be a little bit dry. Tell you what I could do doing and all. Just get that look. Get this brush, dry it, and just take them dribbles out. I don't need that water at the bottom of there. That's better, look. There, don't need that. You don't even see that bit, but take that out. Right. Now then, I'll tell you what. Put this clip back on up here. There. Right. Let's get now some more of that blue, some more of that brown, mix them together, bit of that cream colour and all. That's gone green, so stick a bit more brown in. There, that's not bad. It's not a bad colour. Right, let's just go up like that. That's a bit greener than what I really wanted, but it don't matter, because I'll stick some brown in there like that, and then I'll pull that to the side with more just this brown in there. Oh, that looks nice, that bit there. That's nice. There. Same here, look. So I've got a few different colours on my brush now, and they're looking quite nice. That's not bad. And then I think what I'm going to do, just pop sort of bit of land type thing in. I'm going to introduce in a tiny bit of Bontumber into colour, tiny little Bontumber, Payne's Grey, tiny bit, because I think as I come down here and I'm getting closer and closer, I think I'm getting slightly darker, and I think I'm going to need some slightly darker. So I'll introduce a bit of that. Let's just have a little bit more into me. Colour there and there. There. There, lovely. Right, get me scratcher. You can use your fingernail for this. I've just got a scratcher, so if you've got something, you might as well use it, innit? There. So if you've got something, might as well use it. But you can use that fingernail. Right, same again. To get some waterlines in. So I'll just dab that brush. Actually, I tell you what, I'm going to have a waterline just about there as well. Try and keep them straight. There, waterline there. Clean it, dab it on my cloth. Make sure my brush is all chiselled. Another one there. There. Another clean. Another dab. Just clean that bit of paint off. Another one there. There. One more clean. Get that excess paint off. And I'll have another one. There, like that. That's nice, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Oh, I tell you what I could do. Where's that scratcher? I could just pop in a few little. Is it wet enough? See if any of this is wet enough. Get a little scratch in. No. No. It's not wet enough. I could do then, if it's not wet enough for a scratch, I could put some little branchy things in. That'll work just as well. Now I want them faint, so I've got to be careful. Just so they do register as trees, it'll help. With just a few little. Oh, that's a bit wet there. Typical. If that's wet there, I can't see why I can't get a scratch in it. There. That one now. Bloody thing. Yeah. Anyway, right, that's that. I'll come back to that. I might put some little twigs in there in a bit. I've got a little scratch in there. Right. Now then, we're on the really close up now. So I'm going to get some little bit of water on my brush. Some Payne's Grey Bontumber mix now. So now we're really, really dark. Let's get in. Whacking great big tree just here. Whacking great big thing. Getting thinner and thinner as it goes out right out top of your page. Don't be scared to take your trees and stuff out top of your page. There. Look at that. That's nice. I like that. I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to have another one here. I'll try and avoid them twigs just so we can still see them. There we are. One there. And let's have one coming out. Like that. That's it. And then into that same colour. And just pop in some twigs and stuff. Oh, that's looking good. All you do here, look, start pressing on. As you get further away, gradually take your brush away like that, look. See how I'm only using the tip of the brush, but down here, look, use the whole brush. Then back to just the tip. Some of them can go right out the paper. Don't be scared to go out the side of the paper. It's okay. It's not against the law. So don't be scared. Some tell a couple out this side. See a nice big one coming out of there. There. Into something coming off of that. There we are. A few twigs on some of these end bits. A few twigs and that round there, innit? A couple of twigs in here, look. Well, those are little twiggy bits coming off, I think. There, that's that. And then let's squeeze this brush out, get all paint out on it, so it's quite dry, and then I should be able to get some twigs in like that, look, there. That's to represent little twiggy bits. There, look at that, that's good, innit? And then I'll tell you something else what works good. Sometimes if you want a little twiggy scratch bit through some of your bits, that can work good, look. See how that's working, look? Just a few scratches through some bits, that can often work pretty coffee. Don't forget, sponsored by coffee. Is that dry yet? Can I get a twig in there yet? There, a couple of little twigs in there. I'll even have a couple in my reflections. Just odd little bits, just so they register as a couple of trees and that. Now they're a bit strong, so all I do is that, look. Oh, what's a bit strong? Dab with finger. There, see how that's took that back? Lovely jubbly. There, just register as trees now, look. Could even pop in, if I wanted, a little bit of a bank perhaps. Just a tiny hint of a bank at the top of there. Look. It's miles away, so you don't need too much. It's just a hint of a bank like that. Hey. Right. I could do that here and all really, if I wanted. Don't really need to, but I can do. I'll tell you what I did mean to do here. Put a couple of little rocks in and I forgot. Well, I suppose I could put them in like that, look. They look like little rocks, don't they, in it? Yeah, that could do. Right, now then, let's get some little dark twiggy bits like that in there. That'll do, a couple more. There, that'll do. Now then. Oh, I tell you what, let's get some yellow in here. Because I did this with some yellow last time and it really looked effective. Get some yellow in there like that. And some more across there. Right, let's go into this dark colour again now. Just the yellow really showed through and looked good. I live in the village of Feltwell village, right? And I'm classed as, I live on Ugly Avenue, Feltwell village, and I'm classed as the village idiot. If you want to help me become a global idiot, then please subscribe to my channel, because I want to become a global idiot. I want to be globally known as a prat. There we are. Let's come in there. Set a bit more of that yellow in. Bum, 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 bum. It's a rough village where I live. Ugly Avenue, White City, top part of the village, the rough bit. Where all ruffians live. It's the White City Massive. Dwell in White City. There we are, that's that. Let's stick in a few more grasses like this, look. Just a couple of them. Tell you what else I can do. Stick a couple of rocks in. I wonder if I can still get a few rocks just in there, look. Is it too dry? I'm not sure if that's working or not. Oh, it's done a hint of some. Right, let's get some little tiny ones there. They're big in there. A couple more. That's it, that'll do. And then what I like to do is help sit my rocks in the ground, look. Just put some grasses up next to them. It always seems to help. Sit them in level. There. And you know what? I think we're about done, I think. I fancy one more water line just in about there, I'm thinking. Just in there. Like that looks nice, like that. I'll pull it across there. Oh, that's nice, I like that. So I like that. Right. What we need now. Peter and Paul in it. Right, so let's have a look. What's that there? A fleck of dust. There's a fleck of something there, so I'll use that. Part of Peter's body. Paul's back there. BD, where do I... Oh, tell you what I haven't done. I need a reflection. I need a slight reflection just under here on there. I know it's only a minor detail, but I do need a reflection in there. So I'll just pop that in. It's going to be dark, so just a nice dark mucky greeny colour like that, and a bit down here, look. There, that's nice. I'll tell you what else I'll do. Again, wet my brush. dry it, chisel it, pop a little waterline in, look, just dry it and chisel it. Little waterline in there, and one there. Bring that one across a bit, and that one across a bit. There. Yeah, a bit of something there and all. There. That's it. That'll do me. Yeah. Oh, BD. Where's my little brush? Where shall I pop it? Is that dry enough? Need a dry bit. So now I put it in there, but it's all wet. Well, let's just pop it there. Nice and small. If I pop it in small, it might look daft. About there. B. Bertie D. There you are. Like I say, I'm already the village idiot. If you want to help me become the global idiot, then subscribe to me watercolour channel, Bertie D's Watercolours.